A man, shocked by how his buddy is dressed, asks him, "How long have you been wearing that bra?" The friend replies, "Ever since my wife found it in the glove compartment." A ventriloquist is performing with his dummy on his lap. He's telling a dumb blonde joke when a young platinum-haired beauty jumps to her feet.
"What gives you the right to stereotype blondes that way?" she demands. "What does hair color have to do with my worth as a human being?"
Flustered, the ventriloquist begins to stammer out an apology.
"You keep out of this," she yells. "I'm talking to that little jerk on your knee."
In surgery for a heart attack, a middle-aged woman has a vision of God by her bedside.
"Will I die?"
She asks. God says,
"No. You have 30 more years to live."
With 30 years to look forward to, she decides to make the best of it. So since she's in the hospital, she gets breast implants, liposuction, a tummy tuck, hair transplants, and collagen injections in her lips. She looks great. The day she's discharged, she exits the hospital with a swagger, crosses the street, and is immediately hit by an ambulance and killed. Up in heaven, she sees God.
"You said I had 30 more years to live.
That's true.
So what happened?"
God shrugs.
I didn't recognize you."
Every 10 years, the monks in the monastery are allowed to break their vow of silence to speak 2 words. 10 years go by, and it's one monk's first chance. He thinks for a second before saying,
"Food bad.
10 years later, he says,
Bait hot."
It's the big day, a decade later. He gives the head monk a long stare and says,
I quit.
"I'm not surprised.
The head monk says,
You've been complaining ever since you got here."
A guy spots a sign outside a house that reads "Talking Dog for Sale." Intrigued, he walks in. "So what have you done with your life?" he asks the dog.
"I've led a very full life," says the dog. "I lived in the Alps rescuing avalanche victims. Then I served my country in Iraq. And now I spend my days reading to the residents of a retirement home."
The guy is flabbergasted. He asks the dog's owner, "Why on earth would you want to get rid of an incredible dog like that?" The owner says,
"Because he's a liar. He never did any of that."